Have you ever dropped a valuable item down the drain of your sink? Or do you want to peek into a crawl space and just don't want to go into yourself? Today, we're going to be looking at the lizard cam. This is like a little tiny camera on the end of a string, and you're supposed to be able to see what's in there. So I want to check out to see if this really works. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. And my channel is dedicated to reviewing mostly as seen on TV items. I do some consumer gadgets, other household items. Once in a while, I do a little bit of a DIY stuff just because I think it's a lot of fun. If that interests you, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and click that bell down below so you're notified every single time I release a video, just like this one of the Lizard Cam. Let's get to a quick unboxing to see what this is all about. So I put 4 AA batteries in, and when you first boot this up, let's click it together. Oop, my lights came on. Can you see the lights that came on? I have some LED lights that came on. And then you're supposed to be able to see me talking. Does it look good? I don't know. I can't tell if it's upright or not, because I did notice as I was using this camera, there is a version of it, not a version, but if you twist it one way or the other, it's upside down. And I can't even tell what I'm looking at. So you need to be sure that you have it right side up when you're looking through drains or whatnot. I'm going to try it in my sink. I haven't dropped anything down there. I just want to try to see if I can look down into the drain. But then my biggest thing is I want to look inside my wall, because I'm going to be putting an outlet in to make things a little more convenient for me, because I installed one of those barn doors. And the problem is, well, now with the door slides, there's an outlet that it gets covered. So I can't leave anything plugged in. So I want to move that over about a foot. So I'm going to see if this lizard cam can help me out. Let's try that out. One of the biggest claims to fame for the lizard cam is that if you drop something down your drain, you can use this to see it and then retrieve it. Let's test that out, okay? Turning the lizard cam on. Little light's supposed to put, there's a little light there. Let's go see if we drop something down the drain. Ready? Oops. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It won't fit in the drain. How silly. This is what you're supposed to use the lizard cam for. I just wanted to give you a view of what it looks like on this camera. Mind you, there's no sound. Whoa, what's that camera doing? Is it spinning? That's important that you know which way's up and which way's down, because as you're looking through a drain, it gets really confusing. So I just wanted to show you what this actually looked like through the lizard cam. Mind you, there's no sound. This sound is coming from my camera. So I recently installed this barn door here, and it's really cool, right? Except for when I open it, because it goes completely over top of the outlet, making that outlet virtually unusable for me, right? So what I want to do is I want to use the lizard cam to go inside and look at this wall. Now, I know there's a stud right here, and so I'm guessing that there's one 16 inches later on center. So I marked a little spot on the wall where I'm going to drill in, just because I don't want to cut into any kind of wires. So I'm just going to use the lizard cam to peek inside my wall. So what I'm going to do now is drill in that hole, and then we'll come back to test out the lizard cam. All right, so here's the hole that I drilled in. I had to make it a little bigger than I wanted just because I couldn't get the head of the lizard cam in there. But let's take a look inside this wall. All right, so if I go inside here, I'm going to look to the left. And if you can see that, it's kind of blurry. But there actually is the stud. So I'm real excited that I'm on the right side of the stud. In here, I see some insulation. This is the back of insulation here, which is also good. And then if I go to the right, which would be towards the plug. So I'm excited that I'll be able to cut a box hole into here and tie into this outlet. So when the door opens, it'll stop about here, and I'll still be able to use the outlet. So we just used the lizard cam to look inside my wall to make sure there's no wires or other things in there. Pretty cool. Okay, so here's the final product. I ended up moving this plug that was here all the way to here using my lizard cam to see if I had any wires or pipes or anything inside the wall. I opted to use a wooden faceplate here because I'm going to repaint this. And no, this color was not my choice, but when I repaint this, I at least have a wooden faceplate that's covering that box. But now it's a lot more user-friendly, and the door does not interfere with my new plug. right, so let's talk attachments. It comes with 3. There's a hook, there's a little around the corner mirror, and then there's a magnet. I don't really understand the attachments, so the hook I can sort of get, right? Because if you hook it on here and you're going to try to pick up something out of a drain, maybe. I find that the magnet, it blocked my view completely. Like if I put this on the end, all I saw was the other end of the magnet, and that didn't make any sense. And the same thing with the mirror, it was just really confusing and I didn't really get it. Those are the 3 attachments that came from. But more importantly, I would like to know, would you use something like the lizard cam? Do you have a use for this in your house? Let me know in the comment section below. Maybe you've thought of something that I haven't thought about, but let me know in the comment section below if you would use the lizard cam. We've been looking at the lizard cam. It's a miniature camera on a 2.4 LCD screen by the makers of Bulbhead. I told you earlier it sold or retailed for about 40 bucks. Now, I understand the idea. If you're going to drop something down the drain of your sink, you're supposed to be able to fish this down and take a look to see if it's there, or maybe use this little tiny hook to hook it out. The problem is, my first attempt, this didn't even fit down the drain, so therefore it didn't even work. And to be honest with you, it's a whole lot easier just to remove the trap on a drain than to try to fish something like this down. For me, I was trying to find out some more practical uses, and so I showed you before a new door that I was installed onto my bathroom, and it interfered with the existing electrical outlet to make it really unusable. So I wanted to move it over 12 inches. So I fished this in through a small hole, and I saw there was a stud to the left, which is great, and there was no piping in the wall, which is perfect. So I can cut open my square, and I installed a new outlet. That to me made sense. These other little accessories that it came with, I don't get either. But realistically, this thing is 40 bucks, which is way too high of a price point. It's cool technology, but to be honest with you, I don't really need it. And so for me, if I were to do a buy or deny, this would be an absolute deny. It's cool, I understand it, but I just don't think it's very, very valuable or useful. Anyway, that was my review of the Lizard Cam by Bulbhead. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. As always, I hope you have a great day. I really appreciate you watching my review of the Lizard Cam, a Bulbhead product. I would love it if you go and check out another Bulbhead review that I did not so long ago. It's called the leg ramp. It is supposed to help you elevate your legs. If you've recently had surgery, your hips hurt, your legs hurt, it's something you use on the couch or the bed. Come check out my review of the Bulbhead leg ramp. I'm going to link it right up here. I'll see you over at that video.